This is the front of Judge Beckett's property. It's enormous. It looks very luxurious, Holmes. This man has conducted his career brilliantly. Who says that crime doesn't pay? It all depends upon for whom.
You never said a truer word, Watson. Now let's try to find a way in.
What's that package you are carrying, Holmes? You haven't said a word about it all the way here.
Cakes for my old aunt.
Your old aunt? Stop pulling my leg, Holmes.
If you want a sensible answer, then you should ask a sensible question.
Very well. I'm going to ring the doorbell. That should be an appropriate task for someone like me.
No, leave it. I'll do it.
No reply. The house seems empty. Shall we wait, Holmes?
No, we shall enter discreetly. The judge's absence is a blessing. It means that we can investigate without being disturbed.
You're thinking of breaking into the judge's house? Have you gone mad, Holmes?
Don't worry, I shall be careful to remove any traces of our visit.
Listen to yourself, Holmes. You're talking like a common criminal.
Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, how nice to see you again. Do you remember me?
Of course, Miss Lucy. How could anyone forget so pretty a smile? You are looking lovely.
Watson, we have things to do.
Holmes, you remember Lucy? We met her during our last investigation in Whitechapel, on the trail of Jack the Ripper.
I remember only the essential details of the case.
This brief meeting has been very pleasant, but sadly, I must leave you, my dear Lucy.
I'll see you soon, Doctor.
Another bank that has gone bankrupt.
If this carries on, the whole country will be ruined.
This gate isn't even closed.
This lock should be easy to pick. Let's see. I need a supple pin, Watson. Can you find me one?
Very well, Holmes. Ah, Lucy, you have no idea how heart-lifting it is to meet you here like this, particularly at this time. Tell me what you've been doing. You've become a florist.
Oh yes, Doctor, I am a florist. And I'm married now with beautiful little twin girls.
Congratulations, Lucy.
Enough about me. Can I help you with something? A pretty bouquet, perhaps?
Not at the moment, Lucy. I really need a supple metal stem. A plant prop should do.
Oh, I see. Is it to open a door or a window?
Aha, Lucy, you are a surprising lady. Let's just say that the lock on the door to my flat gets stuck, and I should like to get in through the window.
In that case, a prop wouldn't work. Better to use a hair grip. It's the ideal tool for an honest man who wants to get into his house without going in through the door.
You are wonderful, Lucy.
Goodbye, Doctor.
That's not right.
This way?
That's not right. Start again.
Oh, I guess this one's further. Yeah. There we go.
Good, we can pass. Here's the kitchen. There's enough room to feed a dozen people in here.
Yes, according to the newspaper, the judge's wife also feeds her pupils, in addition to teaching them.
There is something interesting here. An oarlock. This isn't the place for it. Cooking oil.
This classroom is magnificent.
Damn. Oh yeah, they sure are. Did she get paid for this? I don't think she does.
All metallic sound. There is something inside there.
Present from Lord Benegard to Miss Beckett as a keepsake of this blessed day of your marriage. Delhi, Bombay.
Between cities and numbers on top of the box, but I lack the necessary information to obtain the solution.
Okay. My love, I am leaving this note for you to find as soon as you return home. I will likely not be here when you get back, for I have become involved in an extremely important affair, and it is this which is the cause of my recent absence. Seeing the nature and impact of my current inquiry, I must obtain an interview with the Prime Minister without further delay. The security of the country itself is at stake. But please do not be alarmed, my dear. Enjoy your trip with your pupils. And speaking of pupils, it would seem that one of them has taken 2 of my oarlocks. You know how much these souvenirs mean to me. They represent the greatest triumph of my youth in the New York boat race championship. Should be grateful if you would do everything possible to find them. I also noticed that the sweet cupboard has been vandalized. I have always supported you in your venture in your humanitarian work, and I know how difficult it is to break the habits which these street children have picked up. Perhaps you should teach them to respect other people's property before teaching them to read.
This is a photo of the judge and his wife. This photograph was taken on Judge Beckett's wedding day.
My dear daughter, by marrying Lord Beckett, you have made me a happy father. What better husband could I wish for my only daughter? None. Lord Beckett is an honest man who believes in justice. He is also honorable and incorruptible, a rare quality indeed. When I recall my initial reticence at allowing you to depart for India, I regret my paternal protectiveness, for I come to admire your perseverance and your strong will. For indeed it is your kindness and your dedication towards the destitute children that led you to voluntary work in those dilapidated orphanages in Bombay. It is equally this altruistic engagement that led you to meet the man who was destined to become your husband. If you had listened to your stubborn old father, you would never have left England. You would never have met Lord Beckett. Now that you are back in England, and your husband has set up a schoolroom for you in his house, I hope to see more of you. When you read this letter, you should have received a small gift from me in honor of your return. I know of your love for travel. This mechanical planisphere, created by the best craftsman cabinet maker in London, should please you. It is a type of safe. I asked for the combination to be personalized. You will easily remember it. Your loving father.
This woman is admirable. As she was unable to have children of her own, she decided to care for hundreds of others. The blackboard shows the last lesson given to the children, ancient Greek.
This screw is stuck. It is preventing the picture from turning.
The door handle has been removed. It's a sweet box, probably for rewarding good pupils.
One of the Greek books is open. Perhaps the subject of the last lesson. Everything points to someone who does not wish us to open this cabinet, which is a good enough reason for opening it.
The door handle.
This overall belongs to the young James. Sweet papers fallen from a pupil's overall pocket. Well, the young James has stolen the handle to the sweet cupboard so that he can pilfer it whenever he likes. If we find his desk, we will find the handle.
It's a plan of the classroom.
Thanks to this plan, we will know which desk belongs to James.
Okay, this is Talia, our adorable sister. Sorry, can't bring myself to separate them. So they share the same desk. Anastasia, very pretty and doll-like, very well educated. She should have a very happy life. Up in the gray, she sits on the far left of Ophelia, who is gentle and patient. Okay. Oh, there you go. Put Ophelia in the first row between my desk and the board. She has a very quiet voice, and she would blush every time I asked her to repeat herself. No, not there. Here. There we go. And I don't know. Louis has good eyesight. He surprised me when he saw an airship in the sky. This gave us the opportunity for a lesson about the conquest of the sky. Guess right here. Caring for plants, Talia. Okay, that's not him. That should be him. Or her, Talia. Caring for plants. Aaron is suddenly grown, so I put him at the back behind Fergus, who is as tall as him. Blackboard, cleaning, Fergus. Guess right here. Orson. Since the arrival of Anastasia, Orson seems captivated by her. I ought to make him change places, because when he looks at the boar, she is in his field of vision and disturbs him. I can't make up my mind. But beloved is such a beautiful thing. Moreover, he has stopped chatting with his neighbor Bart. So I guess he's right there. Bart is very studious, appointing him to care for storage of the youngest group's books. This is over here. Rose and Loja adore books and are writing a novel together in secret. I let them sit together to encourage this beautiful little secret. Louisiana will be in charge of the older children's books. That way she will have access to all the books. Oh no, these are blue and these are red, so... Okay, sorry, I didn't notice that. My bad. Row leader, window row Lloyd. Guess he would be behind Lewis. Row leader, kitchen line, Taylor. into place on his right. Simon and James come from the same village, are put in together. Simon on James' left. Pierce is one of those children who takes a little time to accept the rules, but he is a nice boy and I like him very much. Put a stop to any problems by putting him near my desk, behind the station, and next to a little Elmer who is very mature of his age. Eddie likes to sit by a window, but he is a daydreamer, and 10 for him and his neighbor to exchange places. Elmer is very calm and reasonable. He should sit with Pierce because he has a good influence on him. Damien. Young Damien is very smart. Saved from his wretched life, he was working in a textile factory and had lost the use of his right arm. Ugh. He is now one of the brightest in the class. Always put him on the left side of the table to allow him to write comfortably with his left hand. Here we go. It's important to make children feel responsible by giving them small tasks. Ensure, if possible, to assign tasks based on the physical and intellectual capacities of the children. The role leaders are represented by a flag. Okay. Others have a small image that corresponds to their task. For practical lessons together, children are groups 4 to a table. I don't know what any of these mean. Oh, window row. Yep, there we go. Hey, row leader, kitchen line. What does that mean, kitchen line? Okay, Charles is still waiting for the glasses over him. Because of that, he needs to sit in the light and close to the board. Change his and his neighbor Eddie's places. Okay. Little Jasper is often sick. To avoid disturbing the class, send him close to the kitchen. There we go. Now, about these two. Okay, first row. Sits on the left of Ophelia. There we go.
Alright, let's open James's desk.
Oh, what was that noise? Okay. Save, hope it doesn't crash. Please don't crash. Okay, thank God. Alright. Okay, I guess that's it. Let's get back to the bet safe.
The most romantic evening of my life, in the heat of Bombay. The clock points to 6 p.m.
judge got married in London and early in the morning, as it is just 10 a.m. This photograph was taken on Judge Beckett's wedding day.
So, 10 a.m. on London. There we go. That was easy. Oh, on Bombay. Bombay. Yes, Bombay's a very nice time. 6.
The clock points. This is a photo of the judge and his wife. The clock points. The clock points to 6 p.m.
$18. How did
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
I don't know how I got that. I was just scrolling and then I guess it was in the 24-hour limit in India compared to the the standard 12-hour time, I guess. That's what I'm guessing anyway, so alright. Not too far off. Key. I guess it's I get this rewarded for solving puzzles without skipping them.
Please take note, Watson.
We are making headway. How do we know what this means?
One eternity.
This room is undoubtedly the judge's office. It is double locked.
It would be better not to force this door, nor break a window. Judge Beckett could return at any moment.
You're right, but he surely must have left a spare. With somebody he trusts, of course.
There we go. With the little joker who has borrowed a sweet cupboard store handle, please return it without delay. If the handle is back in its place before the end of the week, no one will be punished. If not, I will be obliged to place the whole class in detention. Lady Beckett.
Naughty children in every school, from what I can see.
There is no point in visiting the upper floors. We know from the newspapers that this building is deserted, so there is no risk of anyone coming down and surprising us.
We are in the judge's private office, Holmes. What are you going to do? Turn everything upside down?
That is a distinct possibility. I will not leave until I have found what I am looking for.
Don't forget your cakes when we leave, Holmes.
Of course, Watson. An oarlock. It must be a souvenir. Beckett, honorary member. This must be the symbol of an organization to which the judge belongs. Look at this symbol. It must surely be very important to Judge Beckett. The judge used to row. A souvenir from the University of New York. That's the university where Judge Beckett studied. The young Beckett and his friends rowing. Blind justice. From whence his ignorance? Amusing. This door is very solid, and there's no lock.
The best thing to do is to carry on exploring this place, Holmes.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay, let's see about this one. Oh, instruction. The task. Find a logical sequence in Roman numerals. Using all the available shafts, none of the numbers should be greater than 10. Each sum must be larger than the previous one. You can use number X only once.
Later.
Okay, that was my bad. Alright, there's a door lock. It's like, am I missing a... I was trying to look for the other door lock. Pain in the ass to try to find it. Alright, let me save. Alright, back to this thing. Yeah, I think we took care of all that. So now we go back here, and we insert this back here.
Mechanism at the bottom of each of these holes. These oars can turn. Watson, this really is the most ingenious system. It controls the opening mechanism.
Very ingenious. But do we need to enter? Judge Beckett is very rich, and the room perhaps only holds valuable objects which he wishes to protect from thieves.
Doors are made to be opened, my dear fellow.
Much later.
Oh my god. How is... Okay. Jesus Christ. So I was supposed to go back to the kitchen to grab some olive oil. Decide to fucking pour my whole body of olive oil and burn myself. Okay. And both locks are... I can't believe this shit. Now we can flip it over and it can help us with understanding the Greek alphabet. Now we can go back to the safe and solve that puzzle. Yep, see right here. Alright, so that V is NU.
The list of symbols of the American universities.
So University of New York is one of these. So it's NZ, one of these numbers. So now we can investigate it. Let me go through. So NU Z I. Okay. No, that's Z and I. Yep, we got it. So now what? Oh, I guess we match the ores like this. Oh. Okay, so we mess with this, and then it should... Yeah. Oh, it's trying to make a Z? I already looked up the walkthrough already, so let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Did that do it? Oh, I'm supposed to match up with this. So I guess I could do these in any order. So you do N, Z, and then pi. Here we go. If I can get that up there. There we go. Now it's unlocked. Not my proudest moment when I had to sort through a walkthrough. But anyway, we got it done.
Incredible. Masses and masses of files. Holmes, these files, these cards, these reports, they're all about you.
So it would seem.
Your whole career is mapped out here, investigation by investigation. Look, a detailed report about your work in Whitechapel during the Ripper affair. And there, your relationship with a certain A. Lupin. And here, the details of your methods and transcriptions of your conversations with the greatest violent criminals. My God, look at the titles of the files. Fraud, deception, corruption, forgery, murder. What does it all mean?
Quiet. Let me concentrate.
Concentrate? This judge has the reputation of being the most honest in the kingdom, and he has built an overwhelming pile of documents as high as Big Ben about you, and you talk of concentration? To open his chest to what end?
Quiet.
Holmes, answer me. What is the real reason for our being here? Did you know what we were going to find before we came here?
Evidently.
So that is the real reason behind this break-in. You're only interested in the contents of the chest. All the rest of it was nothing more than lies and manipulation.
The most important is the one in the chest, Watson.
Group the brawls by color, 1 color per square. What the fuck kind of sense does that make? Brawls by color, color per square. There we go. Now the blue should be In the middle. Perfecto.
Show me the file, Holmes.
It is unnecessary, Watson.
It's a file about you, isn't it? Is it so compromising that you don't dare show it to me? You came here to steal the research about you carried out by Judge Beckett, Holmes. It was the only thing that interested you.
We'll see about that later. We must put everything back in its place. No one must know that we've been here. Help me. Go and put the paddles back into their original position, and I'll deal with the rest.
But that's the plan of my flat. I mean, our flat.
Quick, Watson, we must get out of this house. Immediately.
What? But
Be quick, man, it's urgent.
because of you, we have to flee like common criminals, which it seems we have now become. I only hope that the game is worth the risk. Show me the file right now.
Let's find a cab as quickly as possible. We can't stay here.
Why are you in such a hurry? Wait! Look over there! Judge Beckett! Yes, it's him. Let's go and talk to him.
It's too late.
Do as you wish, Holmes, but I need to hear an explanation about what was in that armored room. I'm going.
No, stay here. That's an order.
Your giving orders changes nothing. I'm going to talk to Judge Beckett, and you will not stop me.
Oh!
Watson! Watson! Are you all right?
My God! What happened? Lucy! Oh, Lucy, poor girl. I must do something. Holmes, I need your help here.
Forgive me, Watson, but I'm afraid that I must leave now.
Leave? What the devil do you mean? Holmes, come back here! Holmes! Holmes! Are you here? Show yourself! No one. Perhaps it is just as well. I don't know what my reaction to him would have been. How dreadful. That poor Miss Lucy hanging between life and death. Luckily, I was able to place her in good hands. But how the devil did Holmes know that a bomb was about to go off? And what's more, he seems to have taken advantage of the tragedy. No more Judge Beckett, no more compromising documents, no more proof. There is nothing at all. A fountain pen, just like the rat killers. Today, that dangerous maniac is free. And what's more, it is Holmes's fault. That inquiry at Westgate was a total failure. Aha! Toby, who knows where Holmes is. Kurtz's pipe. So, Holmes took it with him. I wonder if he would have fired at those fiends in the opium den. A few days ago, such doubts would never have crossed my mind, but today I find myself asking if he could have killed in cold blood. The paper Holmes used to wrap that mysterious package that he left at the judge's house just a few minutes before the explosion.
Porter. New factors regarding Sherlock Holmes. New revelations regarding the true nature of the famous detective Sherlock Holmes have reached our editorial staff. Your humble servant, always seeking the truth, has been able to initiate contact with someone linked to the Bruce Partington Plans case of several years ago. This person is none other than the brother of the unfortunate Arthur Cadogan West, murdered during that terrible affair. The revelations made by this gentleman are astonishing. Desiring at all costs to realize the truth regarding his brother's death, uncovered a certain implication of Sherlock Holmes in the disappearance of the submarine's plans. So that he might lay his hands upon the documents, Mr. Holmes accused the famous partner, his accomplice, of stealing the plans. He double-crossed him by making the theft appear simple, in order to accuse him later. He then set a trap with the newspaper bluff, a simple small ad, for the partner did not know that Mr. Holmes and his boss were one and the same. Arrested and found guilty alone, the accomplice died in prison shortly afterwards during suspicious circumstances, taking Holmes' secret with him to the grave. These revelations are extremely important. Mr. Holmes is not a vulgar, deceitful criminal, but well and truly one of the central figures of international violent crime, who would not hesitate to betray his homeland. O Farley.
How dreadful! Locked. These events have shattered my nerves. I should sleep for a few hours, or at least I should try.
I guess we'll go to sleep or something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jump started my heart.
There you are. I was poisoned.
By who?
Ah, you know him very well. Such a clever man. A brilliant mind, but so evil. He has hurt so many of us.
Who are you talking about? Holmes?
So hot. Flames. The heat is unbearable. Walter, I beg you. Where is he, that devil? One day he will have to answer to a higher power. Oh, I need air. I need water. Ease my pain.
Who did this to you?
Dr. Watson!
Is that Lucy? Lucy, you are wounded.
I can't find my children, Doctor. Find them for me. But I beg you, keep them away from Mr. Holmes.
Lucy, no. Why do you say that? Let me help you.
You are so kind. It is too late for me, but you can still save yourself.
Holmes, I know you are in there. Holmes, open this door immediately.
I think that I would rather not.
Tell me the truth, Holmes. I need to know. You have no right to keep the truth from me. Tell me.
I am sorry, Watson.
Open this door, or I will break it down.
Do what you like. The door is not locked.
What are you doing? No, Holmes!
Oh, damn.
Impossible. What's going on?
Police!
Yes,
Open!
just one moment, I'm coming.
Jesus.
Dr. Watson, is Mr. Holmes here?
Inspector Baines, what?
Is he here or not?
No, I do not believe so.
Open the door, quickly. You're going to have to come with me, Doctor. We have a lot of questions to ask you about your relationship with Sherlock Holmes, and also regarding your movements early yesterday evening.
It's empty, Inspector.
Get dressed. We're leaving in 2 minutes.
Yes, I'm coming. I'll do all I can to help you. I would also like to find the answers to some of my own questions.
Sergeant, I'd like you to stay here with some of your men and search the place from top to bottom. If there is one clue here that will lead me to him, then I want you to find it. Doctor, you must understand that I am sorry about this situation, but if, as we believe, Holmes is a murderer, I won't hesitate to arrest him.
What did you say? A murderer?
You heard me, Doctor. The Bishop's murderers informed us that they were following orders from Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, Jesus. Thanks for the mess, guys.
Baines and his men have ransacked the place during my interrogation at Scotland Yard. I would never have imagined that I should be put through such an ordeal. I have always fought on the side of justice, but to be interrogated for hours like a common criminal, having to proclaim my innocence over and over again. Baines is convinced that Holmes is guilty, but who can blame him? Everything seems to point to him. I had thought that the worst was behind me, but here I am, as a suspected accomplice. All I need to do is to find Holmes, and when I find him, I'll decide. I'm going to search the flat. Perhaps Baines overlooked some clues.
Okay, now's a good a time to stop here. It's getting late to where I'm at, so about as good as time to close things here. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.